Hi, hello, good afternoon. I am just doing this quick video as a recording. Um, the noise you can actually hear in the background is my next door neighbour, who is the landlord of that property, who literally, I'm not joking, for the past 4 weeks has been renovating the house so that it's how he wants it to be in order for new tenants to move in. Now, prior to that, I also had banging and drilling the opposite side of me at the same time because they were renovating that house as well. But they seem to have stopped. So whether or not they've decided not to do any more renovations or they can't afford to at the moment, I don't know. But this banging that you can hear on this video, I am getting this practically every single day from about 9 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. Now, at the moment, I'm not very well. So what I've been trying to do during the day is, wherever possible, is not be here when he's been renovating the house. But then why should I have to leave the property I'm paying to live in because he's decided to renovate a property that he has got a bee in his bonnet about renovating? Now, he's had nobody, to my knowledge, come in and help him do this. He's done it all on his own back. He's done it himself. And he's literally been like dragging stuff through their property, even though there's a shared access at the back. He's completely like not re-landscaped as such, but literally like dug up the garden. And now he's decided to hammer all the walls back to bare brick. Now, I don't know why the hell he's decided to do this, but he has, and he hasn't spoken to me or anyone else in the street about doing this work or undertaking this work. And I know myself, earlier last year, I actually helped somebody do a similar job to their property. But I made sure that it was done when people were not likely to be at home. It was an external wall, so it wasn't encroaching on somebody else's property. There was a gap between the wall that I was obviously knocking back to bare brick. Whereas with this, because it's like, although it's two separate houses, because they're kind of together because they're terraced. Sorry. It feels literally like he is standing in my house and banging on the wall constantly. And he is there literally, I'm not joking, with a hammer and a chisel, because you can actually see him from the outside of the property. So anyone walking by, if they were to hear this noise and was to look where the window is, would see what he's done already, because it's on a main road, so it's easy to see what's been happening internally. Not to mention the fact of the amount of mess that he keeps leaving on the footpath and on the road. So already people have reported or, made complaints, even if it's just between each other, as to how much sort of antisocial behaviour has been going on. Because whilst both houses were being renovated at the same time, one decided to have a skip, which was there for over 2 weeks. It was an open skip, which meant all the rubbish kept blowing into the streets. And again, there was loads of debris on the road. There was loads of debris on the footpaths. There was broken tiles, broken plaster, sharp objects that people could stand on, or tyres could potentially become damaged from people's cars. Now, I don't know what the law and the rules and regulations are around renovating a property, but at the moment it is so tiring and exhausting to hear. I mean, he's quieting down now. He may have left for the day, I don't know, without checking outside. But this has been going on literally every single day almost. And I think the thing that's annoyed me the most is the fact that he has failed to communicate with anyone. And at the same time, I know at the moment, although I've not chased it up with the previous tenant, they still haven't even had their bond back, because the landlord was claiming that they had damaged the house so much that they wanted to be compensated for it. And I've been in that house, and I know for a fact that it was no way in a piss poor condition that would require anyone to go in there and literally decide to hammer and chisel all of the plaster off the walls. I mean, dedication, yeah, God, I've got to give it him. To, you know, the persistence of him to come here every single day and just literally be doing all the back-breaking work himself is absolutely incredible. And I mean, if my landlord had half of the enthusiasm and initiative as this person does, then the house I'm living in would be 1,000,000 times better than what it is now. It'd probably be 100 times better than what it is now. But at the moment, I don't know what he's trying to achieve. I mean, if he's trying to make it more energy efficient, he could have potentially have had that work done whilst the previous tenant was residing there, because I believe there was certain funding available for landlords if they had tenants living at their premises. Wouldn't be my video without you on who are on certain benefits, but again, it's so unclear as to what people can and cannot claim at the moment. So, I mean, if he's literally taken it upon himself to make the house more energy efficient, fair enough. But whenever anything like this is being undertaken, people do need to be courteous of the fact that, you know, there are other people residing within the area. So hopefully, if he is adamant about doing this to every single room of the house, he'll try and do it at a more reasonable and more sociable time. I mean, obviously, if I was working, I probably wouldn't have come home till about now anyway, which is after 5. But again, if I'd been at work all day, do I really want to come home to hear my next door neighbour renovating their property? So I do think, you know, it needs to be made more clear and concise as to when certain work should or shouldn't be undertaken. Sorry, I'm just so tired because I haven't been able to sleep very well, especially with all the noise and that's been going on next door. I mean, even on a Sunday, he's been here at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. And he has literally stayed until like 5 in the afternoon. Because I can't hear any banging at the moment, it probably means he's finished for the day. So this is kind of like the beginning of one of my like dirty weekend videos. And at the same time talking about, you know, what it's like to live in a rented property and also to live in a property where where the person next door is obviously renovating. So if anyone knows or can give any advice or guidance on this, it'd be very much appreciated. Thank you. Apart from that, be safe, be well, and enjoy the rest of your evening.